Aloha.
Aloha.
Greetings. You can probably guess where we're going. Yes. Let me take you on a short trip to Hawaii, to the Big Island, to a place near Rainbow Falls. And let me introduce you to Maui, a half-god known for his strength and his courage. And let me also introduce you to his mother, goddess Hina, known for her wisdom and beauty and the epitome of all that is feminine. So, a long time ago, before our time, the days were short. Now, goddess Hina, she was not only known for her wisdom and beauty, she was also very famous throughout Hawaii for her tapa, cloth made out of bark. And Hina, she had to work very quickly to make the tapa. She had to collect the bark from the mulberry tree. Then she had to get some ocean water, soak the bark in the ocean water, take it out, put it on the tapa log, and then beat it with a wooden beater, and then hang it up to dry. And she only had a couple of hours to do this, because the sun would rise in the east and then at great speed would travel across the sky and disappear in the west. Well, one day, Maui, he was watching his mother hard at work, and he said, "Mother, why do you work so hard?" "My dear boy, for those who make tapa, the days are never long enough." "Well, that's your son's fault. I will go, and I will tell him so." "My dear boy, sun is our kua, sun is God." "Yes, and so are we. We are. But much smaller gods and not as powerful as the sun. No one has ever come near him and lived to tell the tale." "Well, I will be the first. I am strong and I am courageous. I will catch the sun and ask him to travel slower." Now Hina knew that there was absolutely no point in arguing with Maui. So she said, "All right, my boy. But remember to take your magic canoe, your magic paddle, and your magic club, because you need all the power that you have." And so Maui kissed his mother on the cheek. He ran off and he didn't see the tears rolling down her face. He'd gone in search of coconut fibre. And once he had collected enough, he twisted 8 snares. And at the end of each snare, he tied a loop. And then he coiled up the snares and put it into his magic canoe. And he put his magic club next to the snares and stepped inside with his magic paddle. And then, because the paddle and the canoe were magical, one stroke took him far out to sea. And then the second stroke took him to the island where the sun kept his home in the crater of a dead volcano. So he left the canoe, picked up the snares and the club, and he climbed up the slope and found the sun fast asleep in the crater, covered in a blanket of clouds. And then he put down the snares in different places, and he hid behind a volcano rock. And he waited and waited and waited. And then the clouds dispersed, and the sun woke up with a big yawn and a big stretch, and he stretched his longest leg, the first ray of sunshine, out of the crater of the volcano. And it got stuck in one of the snares. And Maui wasted no time, and he pulled the cord tight. "Ah, what is this?" said some. "Aha, said Maui. "You are my prisoner now. Let me go. I have a long journey to make. First, you have to promise that you will travel more slowly." "Aole." "No. Why would I do such a thing?" "Because my mother goddess Hina can't dry her tapa in time." Tapa? 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 Ridiculous. Now, Maui, he did not take kindly to someone calling his mother's tapa ridiculous. So, he picked up his magic club and he swung it against Sun's leg and cut it in half. "Ah!" Sun screamed, and then 3 more legs came out of the crater, and they too were stuck in snares, and Maui pulled the cords. And then 4 more legs came out of the crater, and they were stuck too, and then Sun couldn't move, and he screamed, "You dare not kill me! Without my light, plants and trees will die. And without plants and trees, people die." "Oh, well, all right then," said Maui. "Let us come to an agreement. Promise that for part of the year, you will travel more slowly. Aye, yes," said Sun. And so, Maui picked up his magic club. He broke off the cords, and Sun travelled across the sky. And so, from that day on, for part of the year, Sun travelled at his usual speed. The days were short and nighttime came early, but for the rest of the year, the days were long and filled with sunshine, and Hina, she could dry her tapa. And Sun, he kept his promise. Well, he only had to look at his broken ray of sunshine to be reminded of Maui's strength and courage. And here ends our short trip to Hawaii. Mahalo, ke akuapu, malamapono. Thank you. May the gods be with you and take good care.